Dear Mr. President, my name is Moses Sande, a concerned citizen of the Republic of Kenya. And here is the letter I have for you. And I read, Mr. President, things are going out of hand and will not be able to control it. Mr. President, the Gen Z and the Kenya at large has lost trust with your entire regime. These are some of the things that agitate the youths and the entire Kenya. It is not all about the Gen Z, but Kenya at large. Mr. President, you can't talk about withdrawal of the entire bill, yet effective this month, there is a salary increment for members of parliament, effective this month. The speaker will now be earning 1.2 million from 1.18 million. Deputy Speaker will be earning 0.96 million from 0.94 million. Majority and minority 819,000 from 768. MPs and Senator 739,600 from 725,602. MCA 144,375 to 166,588. Bearing in mind, we have some hidden allowances that go along with this. Secondly, just the other day, the EAC imposed tax on the imposed things like diapers that we rejected on the final bill, only to find out that it is our government of Kenya that applied for it to counterattack the rejected finance bill. It is disheartening to hear a tax imposed on a raw material and again on a finished product. Mr. President, my simple advice is that for you to gain the confidence of those who elected you, Mr. President, kindly do this. Sack all your entire advisors like yesterday. Dissolve your entire cabinet. And I mean, don't reshuffle. Dissolve. If someone has failed to deliver in a particular ministry, he cannot deliver in another ministry. Ensure your cabinet has the face of of Kenya. And the Gen Z has proved it. We can set aside tribal issues and work as Kenya. We cannot have a government where half of the cabinet, ambassadors, PSS, treasury, and many more dominate from only 2 tribes. Yet we have so many competent people in this country. Before you do that, people will still continue until such a day that will cede to their demand. Another thing that the people of Kenya are demanding is that you reconstitute Electoral and Boundary Commission as soon as yesterday. We cannot be in a country with no election body. Yet I am aware and much convinced that in some constituencies and some wards, we lost some of our honorable elected members. Those people are not represented, yet they should benefit from their elected leaders. And therefore, the Kenya demand you reconstitute the Independent Electoral Boundary Commission. Mr. President, the destruction and looting that have been witnessed today across the country is quite imaginable. Whether state-sponsored or not, it is not healthy. And my question to you, Mr. President, what will happen if the police decides to join demonstrators? Because if we continue demonstrating Tuesday and Thursday, there will be no revenue to be collected. How will you pay the officers and other public servants? They are also human beings. They will join. Another thing that you must come out and condemn is the brutality that the police officers are imposing on peaceful protesters. You cannot come on national television and congratulate police officers, yet people were shot live on cameras. You cannot come on a television and ask if a guy who was shot 8 times is still alive or dead. Mr. President, and that's why I am still insisting that you sack all your entire advisors The recent interview that we watched was untimely and ill-advised, and it is contributed to what we are seeing on the street today. Mr. President, Kenya is too good to go down. Kenya is too good to go down. Mr. President, it is my humble request and belief this letter, this message will reach you, and with due respect, kindly act. Thank you. God bless Kenya.